Welcome arm wrestling fans, I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling Noobs. Hope you all are doing great. Let's get started. Monster Michael Todd Internationals was held on 27th of September. Many big names were there like Daniel Mosier, Don Underwood, Corey West, Mike Ayello, BJ Fokakis, Chris Chandler. As we all know, Corey West has been training under Monster Michael Todd for more than a year, nearly 2 years now, and he has made vast improvements in his strength, endurance, and overall game. Corey won the super heavy class by beating the likes of Don Underwood, Mike Ayello, and BJ Fokakis. Don Underwood took second place and Mike Ayello took third. But surprisingly, Dan Mosier, weighing less than 200 pounds, was able to beat Corey West in the overalls. He was able to flash pin him with a surprisingly fast hit. Scott Charles Bigelow, aka Bam Bam Bigelow, former WWF star. You may have seen him wrestle if you were born in the early 90s or 80s. Anyways, he used to be an arm wrestler in the 80s before he started his career as a professional wrestler, and he was actually very good at it. He finished second at the World Professional Wrist Wrestling Association after Cleveland in 1980. Moving forward, this guy Paulo de Silva, aka Giant Silva, he was also an arm wrestler and a professional wrestler. Now you can assume from this photo that we are going to talk about his height. He was assumed to be the tallest person to arm wrestle at pro level. In this photo from his wrestling match, he is billed at 7 feet 5 inches, which is a ridiculous exaggeration, but the announcer said that he is 7 feet 2 inches tall. But he wasn't even 7'2", guys. Dalip Singh Rana, aka the Great Khali from WWE, he is just short of 7 feet and 1 inch. And this guy Silva looks at least a couple of inches shorter than Khali. So in his young age, he could have been a legit 7-foot guy. Larry Wheels uploaded a video where he arm wrestled with this Indian guy Rajesh, 90 kilos, super shredded guy. Now, as we know, Larry Wheels is working really hard on his arm wrestling skills for his match against Schoolboy. He has even got some arm wrestling equipments and pulley system in his house for arm wrestling training. He switched his training from every week table time to every other week because he said he was feeling some soreness in his muscles and tendons. Now Rajesh was able to flash pin Larry many times before Larry asked for the straps, and he was able to find a way around to pin him in a genuine ready go scenario. Now the interesting thing is that Larry asked for the straps. He did not get it, he did not slip to get it. Larry would soon be facing Schoolboy. This is probably the most talked about match of 2020 besides the Dennis vs. Lavon match. Now, is Larry making the same mistake that Juji Mufu made? If you remember Devon Larrett's bottom 8 tournament, Juji faced Artem from Top Roll King. Though he lost the match 3-1 to Artem, but once he got the straps, he was able to put the brakes on Artem and beat him. Only with 6 months of training, he was able to literally play with Artem in the straps. Devon and everyone else were shouting at Juji to get to the straps, to slip and to get to the straps. Larry Wheels has also done absolutely zero training on slipping and getting to straps. And there is no way he is going to do anything with the Schoolboy outside of his straps. But once in the straps, he could actually set his power in and make this match much more interesting. Devon commented on this video. He asked him to learn to slip and to get to the straps. My man Devon, you were there with him for a week. How can you forget to teach him to slip? And now you have to mention that in the comment section. There is no arm wrestling video that Nick from Nick's Strength and Power is not watching. Man, this guy is so obsessed with his strict curls. Someone needs to make Nick and strict curl memes. Gary Roberts, on his latest upload from Beauty and the Beast series with Travis Bagent, accused Schoolboy of using his brand name Armtv on his channel's name in 2016. He said that he told him to stop using his name on his channel, but he did not listen until now. Gary, you are doing a great job with your channel, and no one will ever be able to replicate what you have done in this sport. But let's be honest, Schoolboy was not the one who was running Arm Wrestling TV back in 2015 or 16. It was his brother Alex. We all know that. Alex is still running it. It happens to be that Schoolboy over years became the face of this channel. Now you are accusing him of using your brand name, and you yourself are using the name Schoolboy and not Alex. And as far as I have read the YouTube policies, there is nothing stopping you from using any name on your channel. He did not copy paste that logo, that photo of yours. If he did that, it could have been a copyrights violation, but he just typed Armtv on his logo. If tomorrow I make a channel called Mr. Beast, YouTube or Mr. Beast ain't stopping me from doing that. Yes, you can get your domain name registered on the website, but you can name a channel basically anything that you want. Now, that's according to my knowledge, I may be wrong. World champion Mindaugas Terrasitis was on Neil Pickup's podcast. Neil asked him about his match with Tom Holland. I think he lost both right and left handed to Tom Holland 6-0 or 5-0, something like that. He said that he went skiing for the first time before the match and couldn't get enough rest to recover for the match. To me, that does not sound like a world champion's excuse. Hey guys, what is your opinion about that? He said that Tom Holland did not impress him much and he almost top rolled him left handed. And as expected, Tom Holland replied in the comment section. Mindaugas also said that he had a friendly match against Giannis earlier this year and he won it easily. Talking about Greg Gray, he said that he couldn't even feel Greg Gray in after pulling. Now Greg also had something to say about that. Besides that, Mindaugas said that Giannis Amolins and Justin Bishop, if he cuts to 165, are the only two guys that can give him some trouble in the WL, and no one else is even close. Thank you guys for watching this video and bearing my voice for so long. If you've enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who would like to watch it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Arm Wrestling Noob, signing out.